Good morning. Well, you've brought a new puppy home, and Dixie here, she's going to help us this morning. She's a 9-week-old salt and pepper miniature schnauzer. And when you bring your puppy home, you want to make sure that you child-proof or puppy-proof your house and get down on the level of your puppy, whether it's a miniature schnauzer or another breed, and make sure that there's nothing that your puppy could chew on, say your computer cord or a lamp cord or shoes or clothes or anything on the floor that your dog might want to chew on. That's not acceptable. And once you have your house puppy proof in the areas that you want your dog to be at in the beginning, so you might just want to puppy proof your kitchen and your living area, and keep your bedroom doors closed and don't let your puppy go in there. But anyway, to get prepared for your puppy to come home, that's the first thing you would want to do. But second, you would also want to choose a crate or a cage for your puppy to live in. And you want to choose a cage that will be big enough for an adult dog to be able to stand up and turn around in comfortably. Some places will sell cages that you have a little partition between, or a partition where you can squeeze it and make it smaller. The area is smaller for your dog so that you can move it as your dog gets larger. But I don't really think that's necessary, because if you take your dog out regularly to train them to go potty outside, you don't have to worry about your dog going potty in a cage that is too big. So that's a catch-22. It's for people who leave their dogs or puppies too long. Of course your dog is going to go to the bathroom in its cage. There's just no way around that. You just cannot leave a dog for very long by itself, unattended. Puppies, on the average, can hold their bladders to go potty for every month of age. They can hold it for 1 hour. That's what a lot of people go by. And so Dixie here, she's 9 weeks, so that'd be 2 months. So she can comfortably hold her bladder for 2 hours. And I recommend that for the first 6 months that you do let your dog out every 2 to 3 hours in the beginning. And then as they get closer to that 6-month period, like 5 months, they say 5 hours, but I would not leave a puppy in a crate for more than 4 hours at a time. So you should let your puppy out regularly because they have to go to the bathroom and they can't always hold it that long. So if you can't be there, one of my other dogs has a toy that talks, so sorry. If you can't be there, have a neighbor or someone come and let your puppy out. Okay? All right, let's look at what you need in the cage. Let's put Dixie down for a minute. I'll just close the crate cage here. Okay, I have other dogs here, so let's move them out of the way so you can see. Okay, here I have a nice big cage. On the side I have a lick bottle. Some people want to take everything out, food and water, But I think that animals need something to drink. They get thirsty, and of course that means they have to go out regularly. But there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to have something to drink and to eat. Um, Usually I will have a bowl, non-skid bowl, to put inside the crate, and also a chew stick. And this way, when your puppy gets hungry, they can have whatever they want to eat. I always put it over in the corner away from the edge of the door so that they don't always tip it over when they jump at the door when you're going to let them out. But I like to come back out of the way here. I like to put like a donut or a little. You could put a soft little bed back in the back corner, and try and, especially if it's a new puppy, try and find a toy that's about the size of the puppy or a little less that the puppy can sleep with whenever you first bring them home. And if that doesn't help with the crying, you can always get uh, a bag or a pillowcase and put a clock, wind up clock in it so that they can hear the ticking of the clock, and that seems to give them some comfort. But put a number of toys in there, like I said, a chew stick and a who, maybe a who, and that gives your puppy something to keep him occupied when you're not around or when he's not out of the cage. Now, whenever you let your puppy go outside to go potty, you can bring your puppy back in and maybe play with them for 10 or 15 minutes, and just to be careful, you can take them out one more time and let them go potty one more time before you put them back in the crate. And never take your puppy out and leave them unsupervised, because just as soon as you turn your back or the phone rings, your puppy might go potty on your floor, and that doesn't help with teaching potty training. So always put them back in their crate, because generally they do not like to go potty in their beds or in their living area. So put them back in there, and then when it's time again, 2 or 3 hours later, let your puppy out. So do that regularly, and before you know it, your puppy will be potty trained. Dixie can already walk from her crate to the door to go outside, and so sometimes if they're very small, you have to carry them out, and you would maybe say at the door, "We're going outside." And then once you're outside, you sit them down and you say, "Let's go potty." And so this is how you start to train your dog to be potty trained. And in their crate,